Hello, it's me, Tim Rogers from Kotaku.com. I'm here at the Electronic 3 2017 in Los Angeles, California. It would be difficult for one to deny that America has a gun situation. How do video games figure into this? Well, that's a complicated question. Instead of answering that, what we're going to do is count how many games have guns and how many don't. Follow me. We're here with Call of Duty Wii for the Nintendo Wii. This game prominently features guns. Okay, so we have 6 screens there. I do believe I see a gun on each of the 6 screens. So I would say this game, Call of Duty Wii, is it's 100% guns. We're here at the Microsoft booth with Forza Motorsport 7. I've been watching this game for a minute. It's mesmerizing. No guns yet, just cars. Looks like we're 1 for 2. 50% of the games we've seen so far have not had guns in them. This is turning out better than I had hoped. Game number 3, Crackdown for the Xbox One. It's a game about cops who jump, and those cops have guns, and they love squeezing that trigger. We're at 2 out of the 3 games that we've seen so far have had guns. We're gonna keep investigating. We've got this F1 2017, where you drive F1 cars. Looks like there's no guns in the game. I'm sure there might be a gun in there somewhere, maybe with a cheat code. I'm not seeing one yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that's 2 out of 4 games that we've seen so far with no guns. Oh God, this hurts. We're here with Sea of Thieves. It's a pirate game. It's a game about pirates. Does it have guns? Well, yes. They're old pirate guns, but they're still guns. 2 out of 5 games we've seen so far have not had guns. We're going to keep you posted. We're going to keep looking. So we got PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, a dynamite popular game with the suburban youth. There's a clear wield of a gun happening. There's a shotgun. It looks super glued to the side of a man's backpack. So that's 4 out of 6 games with guns so far. We're going to keep you updated as it develops. We get this Path of Exile. I see fireballs, but I don't see guns. So that's 2 out of 7. We got Halo Wars. It's a real-time strategy game with little tiny guys, little tiny guns. A little tiny gun is still a gun. So that's 2 out of 8 so far, have not had guns. We're here with Madden 18. I don't see any guns in Madden 18, except if you're talking about biceps for throwing spirals. So this puts us up to 6 out of 9 games have had guns so far. That's a tight spiral, and that's an interception. We got Super Lucky's Tale here. This is game number 10. It looks like there are guns in this game. I thought there wouldn't be, but there were some cannons that were firing things that clearly looked like cannonballs. So even the cartoons are violent these days. So that's 7 out of 10 games with guns. The 11th game in our analysis, Far Cry 5. A clear wield of a gun waiting right for us right there on the screen. Oh, and someone is getting shot with it. Holy Lord, I'm going to be sick. Violence in these video games. So we're up to 8 out of 11 games so far with guns. Right, so we're here with a South Park game here at the Ubisoft booth. I don't see any guns on the screen right now, but I know if I kept looking, I know I would see one. I just know there's a gun. There's no way there's not a gun. So we're gonna say 9 out of 12 games so far have had guns. 9 out of 12. That's 75% guns so far. We're here with Rainbow Six. First of all, when are they gonna get to Rainbow 7? This is the 13th game we've looked at. Oh man, there's just guns all over the place. He threw a grenade and there's a gun. Heck, that is 10 out of 13 games with guns so far. We're looking at Project Cars 2. I'm not sure what the CARS means in Project Cars. C-A-R-S probably stands for something to do with guns. I believe if there were guns in this game, they would have called it Project Guns. So we're now at 10 out of 14 games so far have had guns. If my math is correct, that's most of them. We're here with Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is a game in which Mario hangs out with his friends, the Rabbids, and they just do fun, non-violent stuff. There is no way there are any guns in this game. I've watched it for a couple seconds. Mario would never have a gun. I grew up with that guy. What? What? What are they doing with Mario? What is that in his hand? Clearly that was not his decision. I've got to say, I feel like I'm going to throw up. That's 11 out of 15 games so far I've had guns. Here we are with Assassin's Creed Origins. You have a bow and arrow. You see this bow and arrow here. However, there are no guns. Is a bow and arrow a gun? Is it? What about a crossbow? Is a crossbow a gun? Crossbow's kind of a gun. You hold it like a gun. So in other words, one of the most violent, grisly, grotesque games ever does not feature a gun. This is Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. There's definitely some guns in there. Look at this guy. This is a hairdryer? No. That is not a hairdryer. This is sick. It's from Monster Hunter World. You can't actually see Monster Hunter World at E3. It's inside of this cube. However, I saw the trailer, and yes, you do get to shoot the garbage out of that dragon with a machine gun. That's 13 out of 18 games have guns. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Looks like a gun to me. 14 out of 19. Bethesda's Quake Champions. Nothing is more deadly than a gun, except the gun being wielded by a person who is moving at clearly over 30 miles per hour on foot. That's 15 out of 20 games have guns. That's almost 75%, I think. We're here with Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, and looks like the game has departed from its predecessors, which were murder sprees, bloodbaths. 15 out of 21 then. No guns in the new Wolfenstein. Oh. Yeah, this game's got guns in it. Let's just go ahead and admit it. I was joking. That's 16 out of 21 games. Of course this game's got guns in it. It's a bloodbath. The man has a gun-proof head helmet. It's sick. And I love it. The Evil Within 2. Yeah, that guy's definitely holding a gun right there on the poster. If the enemy of this game is the Evil Within, who is he shooting with the gun? That's 17 out of 22 games with guns. We're going to keep investigating. All right, we're here with the Bethesda VR booth. I believe he is playing Doom. That is 18 out of 23 games so far have guns. It's madness. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. There is a raccoon-like creature of some sort wielding a gun. That's 19 out of 24 games. We are playing Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age on the PlayStation 4. Despite being a game that looks like it's about, you know, fancy fantasy people, this man has a gun, and oh yeah, he shoots a lot of monsters with it. Look at that deranged killer. This brings our final tally up to 20 out of 25 games that we assessed contained guns. So let's just go ahead and say it's about 98%. Well, as Clifford Clippy B. Blazinski said of the design of his game Gears of War, guns are easy for game developers and game designers to put into their games because it's such a compact, meaningful action. You reach out and touch someone with your gun. 20 of the 25 games we assessed here at E3 2017 had guns in them. So our scientific analysis says, how many games have guns in them? Probably a lot.